Hey everybody, Keith the Human, Park City, Kentucky. It is Thursday the 24th, I think. Weather's chilled out a little bit here today. It's gonna get a little colder. Not too bad. We still got mid 70s. Supposed to jump back up in low 80s next week. I'm all down for it. Uh, but yeah, I wish we'd keep this weather year round. So what's new with old Donnie boy? That piece of shit. God, there's so much stuff coming out right now. Russian money laundering. God, once they get done finding out all the shit this guy's done, my God. But anyway, I wanted to make this video today to dispel the myth of this guy being a great leader. A great leader. How is this man a great leader? Does he ever, I don't know, take responsibility for shit that he's done? Because most leaders I know and most leadership roles that I've been in life, that's one of your main things is you take responsibility. He doesn't take responsibility about anything. He throws everybody under the bus. Everybody. He would throw his own kids under this, and he probably will eventually over some shit. Uh, I watched a little bit of that Apprentice. They were talking about that new movie, The Apprentice, that just came out, and his relationship with Roy Cohn, and that guy, taught him everything that everything he is today is because of that man. You know, you never admit you're wrong. You attack people constantly, and you always say that you won, no matter what. No matter what, you change the narrative. You just keep saying it, and people will eventually believe it, which is fucked up. That's the way it goes a lot, um, especially with low IQ, low information having voters that tune into Fox News and OAN, and that's where they get it. And this new generation of TikTok news gatherers. Fuck. Argument the other day with a friend of mine about a 9 month abortions. I was like, dude, they don't happen. I saw a doctor say it. Yeah, you did on TikTok. Oh, fuck, everything's real on the internet, y'all. No matter what it is, you read it on the internet, it's fucking true. So, he don't take responsibility for nothing. He doesn't meet with advisors and talk about things, It's all just, hey, this is what I think and this is what's going to happen and fuck y'all. That ain't what a great leader does in no stretch of the imagination. And he constantly puts people down, even people that are on his team. He puts them down, calls them names. It's fucking pathetic, man. And of course, they all just come sniveling back to him like little, Jesus God. The groveling these people have done, the Ted Cruzes and Marco Rubio's, and even his own vice president, who were dead set against this man because they called him out for what he was early on. But they're all just dancing his tune now. Kiss that ring, bow down. Makes me think he's got dirt on all these people. Makes me think that's what he does is go around and collects dirt on people so he can put them in his pocket. But even so, and a lot of people think that Russia's got dirt on him, and that's why he's doing the things he's doing. Who knows? But I do know he's a shitty leader. Because great leaders don't do shit like that. Like Kamala Harris has been saying in her rallies, great leaders don't put people down, they lift people up. Oh, and I want to give a big shout out to Barack Obama the other night in Detroit. If y'all didn't see that, go watch it, man. That was some fire, man. That was some fire. He could have been preaching in a Pentecostal church on Sunday morning. He just laid the hammer down. But, the thing that really stood out to me, every time somebody booed, he'd go, no, no, don't boo, vote. They can't hear your boos from in here to hear your vote. And every time they did it, man, and last time I think looked like he was getting mad about it. He's like, no, don't boo. Vote. That's what a leader does. That's what a leader does. He don't get up there and just start giving all these little nicknames out and calling people names and calling the guy. Jesus Christ, he's the first guy ever to come in here and divide the people up. The first president we've ever had that's done that. Now, people have gotten divided over shit, but the leaders always, even George Bush and Reagan and everybody, they tried to bring people together. They didn't pit people against one another. Trump is straight up fucking Nazi Germany shit right now. He's saying everything Mussolini said, everything that fucking Hitler said. He's there now. And mixed in with some Jim Jones. Fuck. That is not what a leader does. That's what a dictator does. That's what an authoritarian does. That's what a strongman does. The guys he looks up to and thinks they're great. And these poor fools that vote for him think that he's got their interests at heart. He don't give a shit about you, me, his kids. He don't give a fuck about the flag. He don't give a fuck about our laws. He don't give a fuck about anything. He gives a fuck about Donald Trump's ratings. Donald Trump's cheers of admiration. When he first became president, I told people this is going to be bad. Because the man had no moral compass. And you cannot give that kind of power to somebody who doesn't give a fuck about anything but ratings. If somebody liked it or not. Well, you think they'd fucking like it if we put immigrant executions on Monday Night Football at halftime? You think people would turn in for that? I tuned in for that. That motherfucker was on The Apprentice. I just found out The Apprentice, the show. He had a big idea. He wanted to have a whole season. It was black against white. And everybody was like, what? No, you can't do that. Nobody's going to sponsor you. Fuck no. But he was serious. Black versus white. That's what he wanted to do. And he wanted the black people to have different skin complexions from dark black to light. You don't fucking understand what that shit is. That's some straight up Nazi Germany shit right there. This is the beginning of it. He's attacked every racial group in this country so far in the last fucking 2 months. You'll never hear him attacking Russian immigrants. You'll never hear him attacking Polish immigrants. You'll never hear him attacking Chinese immigrants. Really, you don't hear that. But it's Mexicans, Muslims, and blacks. That's his targets right now. And of course, the usual suspect, gay people and anybody, but he's even going a step further than that now. He's calling anybody that's a Democrat basically the enemy within. These radical leftist, Marxist, socialist, communists called out Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff. This is some sick fucking shit from this great leader. Who's he a great leader for, Russia? Because he's in that son of a bitch's pocket, buddy. If you can't see that by now, you are fucked up. He's doing their bidding. He come in here and split this country up and divided us. Hell, he's got a lot of his maggots saying they'd rather be Russian than fucking Democrat. That's how fucking divided that shit is. I come from a different time. I come from a different time people could disagree, but they didn't do this shit. They didn't put people's lives in danger. And what the fuck is this shit, man? Anything you do against him, people give you death threats? My God. I've never seen that either. Not in the U.S. Jesus Christ, the shit that Obama went through. Could you imagine? He was like I voted for Obama. We weren't like that. We didn't fucking put flags all over our car and fucking in our yard and that was who we were. Jesus Christ, man. Obama was a good dude. He was a good leader. He was smart. He was empathetic. He didn't lie all the fucking time. He didn't try to divide the nation. Neither did Joe Biden. But this psychopath that fucking about 40% of this country wants to put back into presidency is a lunatic. And he don't give a fuck about us at all. This could be fucking Russia or Brazil or South America. This could be anywhere right now. And he wouldn't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck about his country. He gives a fuck what he can fucking fleece from it and the people he can fool to buy all his bullshit. What kind of leader fucking QVC's out of the fucking White House? You know? Fucking leader would be out trying to solve problems instead of playing golf all the time. Said that Obama played too much golf, and if he was in there, he wouldn't have time to play golf. He played more golf in the first year than Obama did his entire 8 years in that fucking White House. Lived on the golf course. Hell, they couldn't even get him to move into the White House for about 3 months because it was fucking junk. It was garbage. The White House. That's what this man said. Didn't want to live there. It was a slum. Then they couldn't get him to go to briefings, security briefings. Didn't want to waste his time. He's too busy sitting watching Fox News and shoving that pie hole full of shit and lying to people, tweeting. God damn, what about the tweets? What kind of leader does that shit? And I guarantee you, these dumb redneck maggot motherfuckers that are voting for this guy and love this guy would fucking hate his guts if they had to work for him. Could you imagine having to work, having to go into a factory every day and your boss was Donald Trump and you had to listen to him every day talk about how great he was and fucking all this shit about everything and then talk about how shitty fucking everything around him was and put people down and call them names, and if you didn't kiss his ass, you got blackballed? Could you imagine working for that son of a bitch? I know these dumb motherfuckers that are voting for him would hate his guts. Most people don't like know-it-alls. And that motherfucker thinks he knows everything. There's a 3-minute video on YouTube you can watch that's about nothing. It's 3 minutes or something. It's just him talking about how he knows all this stuff about everything. He knows more than anybody about it. Over and over and over and over and over. And people never question that shit. But if just Joe Schmo out here on the street acted like that, you'd be like, fuck that guy. But because he's a fake billionaire, you know, he gets a fucking pass. He can be a douchebag like that. I mean, seriously. Hell, the guy will get laughed off the factory floor coming out looking like that. My God. He looks like a fucking clown. His fucking hair all bouffaned up. That's the fucking most fucked up hair I've ever seen in my life. What kind of pussy fucking does their hair like that? Answer me that. Oh, maggots. What kind of pussy makes their hair like if you showed up to work like that, your hair like that, your buddies would laugh you out of the fucking building. They probably put you as what your name is a fag on the bathroom wall. But y'all got that guy's your hero. Tough guy. That big old tough guy. So he's a shitty businessman. He's a horrible fucking leader. He has no leadership skills. He has no humility. And to be a good leader, you have to have a little humility. And you have to give people pats on the back. And you have to admit when you're wrong. And you have to do what's best for whatever it is you're leading, not what's best for you. Not just somebody will pat you on the back. Not so somebody you'll get a big bonus or something. You don't give a fuck about nothing else. That ain't what a good leader is. That's a shitty leader. And he's a shitty leader. He's a shitty person. He's got a shitty soul. But that's my take on it, guys. And if you like this, like, subscribe, and share. Try to hook me up some more people and help my channel grow. And I sure do appreciate it. Love you guys. Peace.